Welcome to Property and Coffee, where your property matters. Hey Irene, I heard you got your kid into a pretty good primary school. Hey, can you share the process? Because the P1 balloting is actually starting soon.
Okay, for Singaporeans and SPRs with children entering primary 1, there are like 5 phases for them to register. So for phase 1 is for those kids actually have siblings already studying in the school currently. So they will register first at phase 1.
Okay.
And then phase 2, it will be for those, the parents or the siblings who are former students or alumni of their primary school, or parents who are staff at the school or in the member of the advisory committee or the current existing staff.
Okay, so this is phase 2A, right?
Phase 2A, and those that are in kindergarten, they actually can register under phase 2A to that respective MOE primary school. So 2B will be for those that parents who join the parent volunteer at the particular primary school, or there are members that belongs to the clan associations or the churches that are directly connected to that primary school for them to register.
Okay, so that's 2B, everyone?
Yeah, including grassroots leaders who actually serve at the CC and the grassroots organizations. Those will fall under 2B registration. Okay, 2C will be for those that haven't registered in the private segments. That means haven't registered in phase 1, 2A, 2B. They will belong to the 2C group, where the 1K distance to the primary school will play a very important factor to it. So that's 2C, and then there's still 2C supplementary, but that one is for those that still haven't registered. Then
Okay.
Yeah. Then for in case international students, if you want to know that you will fall under phase 3. If you indicated your interest to go into a local primary school, that will be after all the 1 and 2, and then you are under phase 3.
So majority of Singaporeans, am I right to say they will largely be maybe in phase 2B or 2C?
Yes, I would say so, because phase 1 is for those already inside the school with the sibling inside the school, right? Then phase 2A is the given. If your parents already are staff in the primary school or alumni, So most parents, if let's say they are for their first kid, they will probably be under 2B, 2C.
I see. Okay. So now that your child has entered, good primary school, why do you choose to have them in a good primary school then? What was your thoughts?
I think for parents, right, all parents will want the best thing for their children. So when we keep hearing good things about the popular primary school, then we thought, there's PV, why not we go and try? Try to give the best to our children. Okay. Then the second thing is we hope that by putting them into so-called a better primary school, there will be a better environment for them to grow up. So there will be higher chances for them to learn good things, have good influences instead of rather than getting bad influences. So they will grow up properly, hopefully, pick up good habits and all that.
I see. But I heard that, right, for SAP schools, at P1 they already start learning higher Chinese.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, because I've seen some of my clients' textbook, 真的很 cheap 的嘞. It's like primary 5 material. Because I look at the materials, right, they have to memorize a whole passage. It's quite a lot of work for primary 1, I think.
That's why a lot of parents give the children enrichment classes right from kindergarten. But that one is not a requirement for entering P1.
But I heard that it's quite competitive, so they need to go to 百丽国 first. Then after that, then they can survive, when doing higher mother tongue.
Again, it's giving them a better start.
That's true, right. Because in Chinese, it's used everywhere. It's very important for us to be connected to our heritage. No wonder so many parents want to put their kids into a SAP school.
So Irene, how do we increase our chance to get into the primary school of choice?
I think if parents, you already know which school that you want your child to go to. I think the first thing first, maybe you want to plan when for your property purchase, buy somewhere that is within 1 km distance to the primary school. Because just now I shared that for the different phases, right, that's phase 2C, that is based on the distance of your home to the primary school. So within 1 km, actually you have a higher chance of balloting into the primary school. For this particular phase, there's 40 seats that's reserved for those children who are staying within the 1 km distance. So that's one thing. So second thing, if you want to increase your chances, maybe you want to join the parent volunteering or those volunteers at the church, at the clan association, or to become the grassroots leaders to serve the CCs and all that. So that one you fall under phase 2B, which is one step before 2C. And for that, right, if you want to do that, maybe when your children is in M1 or N2, you need to go and look around for information of that particular school so that you know that when the PV will start registration, that will be typically around N2. Maybe grassroots slightly earlier some more. So I would say a very safe timing is when the child is in M1 or N2, you go and look for information already because you won't want to miss any registration dates.
I see.
Because even for 2B, right, let's say you become the volunteers, no matter grassroots or with that school, in case if there's more than the balloted that space that's for the children, you will go through a balloting process. So that one, they will actually filter out based on your nationality, meaning SC first, followed by SPR. And then other than that, right, if let's say two SC are fighting for one place, then they will based on your distance.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
so
see,
that's
I
why the 1
see.
km distance make a difference.
That's true, that's true, that's true.
Yeah, so for maybe let's say couples, they are thinking of settling down, setting up a family, possibly having a kid. Maybe you want to take that into consideration of having a good schools or a few schools within 1 km distance to your property.
I see, I see. So what route do you choose to increase your chances?
Actually join that school's parent volunteer program.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay, okay. How was the program like? Maybe you can tell us and share with our audience like how you get in and what you do during the program itself.
Okay. Different school has different program for the parent volunteers, so not all are the same. So basically they require you to serve a number of hours in the school, and then it also depends on different school for the things that they want you to do. Some school may want you to help with certain school functions and events, interact with the children during their recess time, things like that. So I think a lot of people worry that, I need to serve so many hours with the school, what if I don't get in? I think take it positively, because you will get to know the school before your children enter the school. So that's a very good thing lah. You get to know the
school culture and all
parents
that,
and
right?
the teachers
parents
there.
and all
To
that.
make sure that it's really a good environment for your kid.
Oh, I see, I see.
So in terms of registration, I think that was when my kid was in K1. Yeah, so that's why I say N1, N2, you go and plan already. So once registration starts, then you can register, and then you hopefully get selected. Then you serve your number of hours, and then the rest is really whether your kid is lucky enough to get in. Yeah.
Because the registration will happen at N2, so it's better they start serving like maybe a few years, or K2, right? The registration starts at K2
Registration typically N2 or K1, I think.
for the parent volunteer.
But for grassroots, I think slightly earlier. So check with your CCs and all that, what is the requirement.
Correct,
Because you really won't want to miss it. Sometimes the admin process also may take a few months. So you really want to go and find out first if you want to go by that route.
Because those who start too late, right, they may not even get into the parent volunteer program.
Yes. For all the volunteers, I think.
I see, I see.
Find out the requirements first.
Yeah, because I saw like for Nanyang one, right, some of the requirements is like you got to be medical staff. They'll assign you different roles. For example, I think Nanyang or Henry Park, they got 5 different roles. Either you do traffic warden, or you do visuals and all that, or either that there's reading mom and reading mom Chinese and English. So there's a few different programs you can just sign up to do parent volunteer.
I think different school different. So you will want to find out for the school that you are looking at.
Of course. So it's important to do such research beforehand, so you know exactly when to just start planning for this, and if the school even has a PV program. Right.
Properties near good schools always profitable. What do you think, Dennis?
Okay, have you heard of Nanyang Primary? I'm sure everyone has heard of Nanyang Primary. So let's assume there's this freehold project and then 2 99-year projects within 1 km of Nanyang Primary. Which one do you think will grow faster in terms of profit?
Freehold.
Freehold, you sure? Okay. Now check Asana.
Asana.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Asana.
Yeah, this was a project that we were marketing previously. So now let's check what happened to the profit within this condo itself.
Let's see.
Okay. So, loss of 256,000.
So even a freehold project that's 1 km to Nanyang Primary and 2 MRT stations is making a loss of over 200k leh.
Oh my God.
Terrible. Then what should we do?
Yeah, then another 2 99-year projects. One is growing at 800k in terms of profit. Another one is making loss of over 200k. You want to check Poland and Blue?
Oh my.
Blue.
Yeah. The loss is
Oh my God.
300 over 1,000 loss.
Oh my goodness, that's a lot in terms of loss, right?
Then Dennis, what should we do when parents want to choose a property that is within 1 km to the primary school? What should they do to minimize the risk so called?
That's why it's important, right, when you are a parent and you're planning to shift within 1 km of the school, it's important to get professional guidance to know which property is suitable for you to minimize your risk. Hey Irene, just now you mentioned staying within 1 km is very important because you also stayed within 1 km, then your kid got into a pretty good primary school, right? So just want to know which are the launches that are coming up this year in 2024.
First of all, the first one coming up is the Chuan Park. So it's next to Lorong Chuan MRT and also a few minutes to the next shopping mall. Most importantly is 1 kilometer to Kuo Chuan Primary School.
as well as Yangzheng, right?
Yeah,
If I'm not
Yangzheng.
wrong.
Two,
Wow,
yes,
wow. So
correct.
two pretty good schools, and furthermore, it's right in front of the MRT station.
Correct.
Super convenient.
Yeah. Okay, second one we have Emerald of Katong. It's one of the biggest launch within this year, very near to the Tanjong Katong MRT station, Head Girls and Tanjong Katong Primary School.
Oh, and the MRT is opening soon, right? The Tanjong
Yes.
Katong Primary.
Correct.
Yeah, you'll be a short walk to the MRT station.
Yeah, within walking distance.
Wow,
Very
wow,
close.
wow, that's awesome. Okay. And finally, we have the Toa Payoh Lorong 1 launch that will be coming up soon. And that's 1 km to Peijun,
Oh.
just opposite, in fact, a minute's walk to Braddell MRT. You know, in fact, that side for Toa Payoh, there hasn't been a new launch for the last 8-9 years, you know
Yes,
that.
I think so.
Yeah, so these are the 3 hotels that will be very suitable for parents aiming for these few schools.
We bring to you 5 new current launches in 2024. The first one will be,
First one, we have the Continuum, which is within 1 km to Kong Hwa School.
the second will be Pine Tree Hill, is 1 kilometer to Henry Park Primary School.
And number 3, we have Lentoria, which is 1 km to St. Nicholas Girls' School.
Number 4, we have the Hill at 1 North, which is within 1 km to Fairfield Methodist School.
Number 5, we have Arcady at Boon Keng, is 1 kilometer to Hong Wen Primary School.
Feel free to DM us at our WhatsApp below. See you soon for coffee or tea. Bye.
Bye.